There's a moment a lot of riders hit somewhere in their 60s and nobody really warns you about it. You still love motorcycles just as much as you did at 25. The passion didn't fade one single bit, but you climb off after an hour in the saddle and your lower back files a formal complaint. Your wrists are aching, your hips feel like they've been folded up and stuffed into a carry-on suitcase. And here's the part that actually stings. A lot of people quit riding right there, not because they fell out of love with it, but because the wrong bike turned a joyful thing into a painful one. So today we are going to fix that. These are 10 motorcycles that are built, or at least perfectly suited, for riders over 60 who want to keep riding for years without their spine staging a full rebellion. We're talking upright seating, low seats your feet can actually reach, weight you can handle in a parking lot, and a few of these machines have tricks up their sleeve that honestly feel like cheating. We're counting down from 10, and trust me, number 1 is the kind of bike you can ride into the next state and step off feeling better than when you got on. Let's get into it. Number 10. The Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650. We're starting nice and easy, because this bike is all about easy. The Super Meteor is a laid-back cruiser with a low seat sitting right around 29 inches, so most riders can plant both feet flat at a stop. And that alone takes a huge amount of stress off your lower back and your nerves. The riding position is relaxed and natural. Your hands fall onto wide bars without you reaching forward, and the 648 cubic centimeters parallel twin is one of the smoother, friendlier engines in its class. It pulls cleanly from low revs, so you're never wringing its neck just to keep up with traffic. And the best part? It costs a fraction of what the big touring machines run, so you're not remortgaging the house to ride in comfort. If you're easing back into riding after some time away, this gentle, good-looking cruiser is a beautiful place to start. Number 9. The Honda NC750X. Now this one is the quiet genius of the group, and most folks walk right past it on the showroom floor. The NC750X looks like a tall adventure bike, but it is quietly one of the most accessible motorcycles Honda has ever built. The seat is low, the weight is manageable, and the engine is the real party trick. It is tuned to make its power down low the way a good torquey car engine does, which means you ride it relaxed and you almost never have to rev it hard. Honda also offers it with their automatic dual clutch transmission, so there is no clutch lever to squeeze and no shifting to do, which is a gift if your left hand or your knees are not what they used to be. Oh, and where the fuel tank normally sits, there is a big lockable storage compartment that swallows a full-face helmet. Comfortable, clever, and shockingly affordable to run. Number 8. The Kawasaki Versys 650. The Versys is the bike for the rider who refuses to own more than one motorcycle, because this thing genuinely does everything. You sit upright and tall, with a commanding view over traffic, and wide handlebars that put your shoulders in a natural open position. That upright posture is exactly what your back wants on a long day. The 649cc twin is smooth and forgiving. The suspension soaks up the rough stuff that would normally jolt straight up your spine, and there is a windscreen up front pushing the wind blast off your chest. The seat does sit a little tall, so shorter riders will want to throw a leg over one before buying, but it is narrow where it counts, which helps you reach the ground. It is a fantastic all-rounder that will not beat you up. Number 7. The Yamaha Tracer 9 GT. Alright, for those of you who are 60-something but still have a little devil on your shoulder, this one's for you. The Tracer 9 GT is a sport touring machine, which is a fancy way of saying it is comfortable enough for all day and quick enough to make you grin. You sit upright, your wrists stay neutral instead of bearing your weight, and the GT version loads you up with the good stuff. Semi-active electronic suspension continuously adapts to the road beneath you. Heated grips warm your hands on cold morning starts, and cruise control lets your throttle hand finally relax on the highway. The 890 cubic centimeter triple engine has a wonderful charismatic snarl to it. This is proof that riding comfortable does not mean riding boring. Number 6. The Triumph Tiger 900. The Tiger 900 gives you that big adventure bike experience without the intimidating bulk of the really huge machines. You sit up high and proud, looking down the road instead of hunched over it, and that tall, upright stance is genuinely kind to your back and your neck. The triple-cylinder engine is remarkably smooth for a 3-cylinder, with a lovely low rumble, and the suspension is built to glide over broken pavement, which your tailbone will thank you for. Now, the standard seat does sit fairly tall, but here's the good news. Triumph offers a low seat option and a lowering kit, so you can set the bike up to fit your inseam instead of fighting it. Get the height dialed in, and this is one of the most genuinely comfortable do-anything motorcycles on the market. Number 5. The Honda Rebel 1100 DCT. If you're enjoying this and finding it useful, take a quick second to subscribe. I put out videos on comfortable, easy-riding motorcycles every single week, and I'd love to have you along for it. Now let's get into the heavy hitters. This is the bike I point people toward when they say I want a cruiser, but I want it to be easy. The Rebel 1100 has one of the lowest seats in the entire group, sitting around 27.5 inches, so flat-footing it at a stoplight is effortless, and that confidence does wonders for your whole body. It's light for a cruiser, around 487 pounds for the manual, and about 509 pounds with the automatic DCT, so it never feels like a barbell when you're walking it backward out of the garage. Honda smartly went with mid-mounted foot controls instead of the stretched-out feet-forward position, which means your spine stays in a much healthier, more natural curve, and once again you can get it with that automatic DCT gearbox. No clutch, no shifting, just twist and go. It's a modern, stylish cruiser that respects your body. Number 4. The BMW R1250 RT. Now we're stepping into proper luxury sport touring, and the RT is a masterpiece of comfort engineering. BMW's Boxer engine sits low and wide, which keeps the center of gravity down near your feet, so even though it's a big machine, it feels balanced and planted, especially at slow speeds in a parking lot. You get a tall electric windshield and heated grips as standard, and you can option it up with a heated seat and BMW's semi-active electronic suspension that firms up or softens at the push of a button. There is even a clever front suspension design called telelever that stops the bike from diving forward when you brake, which keeps you from being thrown onto your wrists at every stop sign. You sit upright, protected from the weather, and you can ride this thing for several hundred miles and still step off, feeling surprisingly fresh. Number 3. The Harley-Davidson Heritage Classic. You knew a Harley had to be on this list, and the Heritage Classic earns its spot honestly. This is a plush, full-figured touring cruiser with a seat so comfortable it feels like your favorite armchair, a tall windshield to block the wind, and big floorboards instead of foot pegs. Those floorboards are a quiet hero for older riders because they let you shift your feet around and change your leg position throughout a long ride instead of being locked into one posture the whole time. The big Milwaukee 8 engine makes its torque down low with that classic lazy Harley rumble, so there is no frantic shifting. It rolls on lockable hard bags for your gear, and it has presence for days. Comfortable, iconic, and built for the long haul. Number 2. The Can-Am Spyder RT. Okay, this one is going to be the perfect answer for a lot of you, so stick with me. The Spyder is a 3-wheeler with 2 wheels up front and 1 in the back, and that single design choice solves the biggest worries riders face as they get older. It takes the whole balancing act off the table. You never have to hold up the weight at a stoplight, you never have to worry about putting a foot down on gravel or a slope, and you never have to dread dropping it in a parking lot. Now, no vehicle is completely immune to physics if you really push it, but for stability and peace of mind, this is in a different league from a 2-wheeler. It uses a semi-automatic transmission, so there is no clutch lever and no balancing act. You just push a paddle to shift, or let it do the work. The RT is the full touring version, with a plush seat, a big windshield, loads of storage, and yes, a reverse gear. For riders dealing with balance issues, bad knees, or who just want to enjoy the ride without the mental gymnastics, this genuinely changes the whole equation. And number 1, the Honda Goldwing Tour DCT. There was never any real suspense about the top spot. The Goldwing is the comfort benchmark that every other touring bike on Earth gets measured against. It is powered by a silky flat 6 engine that is so smooth you can balance a coin on the tank at idle, and it comes with a 7-speed automatic DCT gearbox. So once again, no clutch and no shifting required. The seats are wide, heated, and supportive. The suspension adjusts electronically to smooth out anything the road throws at you, and you sit in a relaxed, upright armchair position with everything falling perfectly to hand. And here is the magic for older riders. It has a reverse gear, and on the DCT models, you also get a slow-speed walking mode. So even though it is a big machine, you can back it out of a tight spot or nudge it around the garage with the touch of a button. Its weight sits low and carries beautifully once you are rolling. You can ride a Goldwing across the entire country and step off at the end feeling fresher than when you started. It is, simply put, one of the most comfortable motorcycles ever built. So there you have it. 10 motorcycles that prove getting older does not mean hanging up the helmet. It just means riding smarter. Before you go out and buy any of these, do yourself one big favor. Go sit on them, and if you can, take a test ride, because the right bike for your body is the one that fits your body. And once you have found it, spend a little money getting it set up for you. The right seat, the bars adjusted to your reach, the suspension set for your weight. Honestly, a properly fitted bike often matters more than the badge on the tank. A seat swap, a set of handlebar risers, lower pegs, or suspension dialed in for your weight can turn a bike that leaves you aching into one you can ride all day. A proper fit is the difference between aches and freedom. Now I am curious, which one of these would you actually park in your garage? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. And if this helped you out, hit that subscribe button so you do not miss the next one. Until then, ride safe out there and keep that rubber on the road.